then Rated from SK.
Thank you very much, Demon. Indeed, joined by Rated here. Congratulations, first off, on that win. Very straightforward win, and I think it started in picks and bans already for you guys. I think you outplayed them there already. What were the... I've totally lost my words. What happened in picks and bans that made you very confident into the game?
Well, we went with a plan on 2 bans and picks, as we usually do, but this time it just all went according to plan. Like, we basically got all we wanted, and it just felt very smooth, like, going into the game with those picks.
And what about Zyra as the support for you? I mean, what was the reason behind it?
Well, Zyra is good versus Thresh. That's basically all it is there.
So it was basically a counter pick of also with the Caitlyn against Lucian here. Overall, to me, it seemed like you guys just had the stronger lanes. As you just talked about yourself, everything went perfect. So I guess going into the game, you guys must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, we felt really good with the picks we had. Going on against Thresh with Zyra and Caitlyn was really good for us as well. I feel like we have played out the lane really well, and the picks were just in our favor, and that's all that mattered.
Talk me through how you decided to build Zyra in there, because aside from the side zone and the Frostfang, I think it is, you just went straight AP and not going for anything that could give more utility or made it mid-cows. Why was that?
Well, I feel like the core items on Zyra with Sork Boots and Liandry's is just the way to go. And you have a lot of M-Pen, and the M-Pen helps you to get out your raw base damage that you have on Zyra. And the Liandry's proc as well, like, drops them low immediately when you hit someone with Root ult. And I feel overall it's just a very viable build, and whatever you go afterwards, whatever build path you might go for, those 2 items are very much standard.
So I would actually like to know, 4.10 now, what do you actually think about the whole patch here? Because there's so many changes for AD carries, of course, that affects you as a support. What do you think?
Well, I feel like a lot of people are trying out and don't really know what to do, so I don't want to go too much into detail, but just overall, I feel like ADs right now are kind of in a strong state once they completed 1 or 2 items.
So 1 or 2 items, and for you, I know you didn't really want to talk too much about it, but I still actually want to hear your opinion here. What do you think are the best item choices for AD carries if you have to choose 2 of them?
That really depends on the AD carry you have. Like, very auto-pack dependent, I guess IH is a better choice than something else. But when you go, like, let's say melee or like more combat-based, let's go for Lucian. I think Blade of the Rune King is the way to go.
All right, final question, then we take a step back and look at your performance in general. We saw last week in the game versus Alliance. Do you think there is a really big skill gap between you and them, or did you just play that wrongly, and what does that give you going into the rest of the season?
I feel like they're very good punishing mistakes, and we just did too many mistakes against them. I don't know why. Maybe we were too pressured ourselves, or we just felt like we didn't do what we wanted to. We got out of our comfort zone, and we did a lot of mistakes that we learned from in every game we play with Alliance, and they're really good right now. Like, there's no doubt about that. But I feel like it's because of our mistakes, they could like benefit from them and just got ahead that way.
All right, well, thank you very much, Rated. And now let's head back